News.
Friday, 9 News at noon here with some breaking news here. Welcome to 9 News at noon. I'm Matt Venezia. With that breaking news here, a tragic update to a triple homicide in St. Helena Parish. We're told 2 of the victims are children, including a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old. The other victim is an adult female. All 3 were stabbed together at a home on Sawmill Road in Amite Thursday afternoon. And
Please don't send him home.
Those were the desperate words of a family just one day before a horrifying triple murder. They knew something was wrong, they saw the signs, they begged for help, but their pleas were ignored. And 24 hours later, 3 innocent lives were lost. On January 9, 2025, 40-year-old Rhonda Powell, her 10-year-old son Braylon, and her 1-year-old nephew Hayden were found brutally stabbed to death inside their home in Amite, Louisiana. The suspect? Rhonda's own 31-year-old brother, Ryant Jones, a man who just a day earlier had been in the hands of medical professionals due to a severe mental health episode. His family begged doctors to keep him in the hospital, fearing that his increasingly violent behavior would lead to something terrible. But instead of being admitted for treatment, he was given a pill and sent home. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to the victim's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Amite City. Amite City, commonly just Amite, is a town in and the seat of Tangipahoa Parish in southeastern Louisiana, United States. It has a population of around 4,000 residents. Amite is well known for its oyster industry, dating back to 1949, and hosts the annual Oyster Festival each March. Rhonda Powell, aged 40, was remembered by those who knew her as a pillar of strength and compassion. She was a dedicated mother to Braylon and a loving aunt to Hayden. Friends and family recall her unwavering commitment to her family, often putting their needs above her own. Her warm smile and generous spirit made her a beloved figure in the community. Braylon, at just 10 years old, was a beacon of joy and curiosity. He was known for his love of learning and his enthusiasm for sports, particularly basketball. His teachers often spoke of his eagerness to help classmates and his infectious enthusiasm. Baby Hayden, only 1 year old, was just beginning to explore the world around him. Family members recall his bright eyes and joyful laughter, cherishing the brief but impactful time they had with him. Rhonda had a younger brother named Ryant Jones. The relationship between Rhonda Powell and her brother, Ryant Jones, was complex and marked by both familial love and significant challenges. Ryant, 31, had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and had a history of mental health struggles. Family members have shared that Ryant's battle with mental illness was a source of concern and heartache for the family. Despite his condition, Rhonda remained a steadfast supporter of her brother, often acting as a caregiver and advocate for his well-being. In the days leading up to the tragedy, Ryant's mental health had reportedly deteriorated. Family members observed increasingly erratic and aggressive behavior, prompting them to seek medical intervention. On January 8, 2025, just a day before the incident, Ryant was taken to a local hospital due to concerns about his mental state. The family pleaded with medical professionals to commit him, fearing that he posed a danger to himself and others. Despite their concerns, Ryant was given medication and released, a decision that has since been the subject of intense scrutiny and regret.
A man whose family said he had a history of schizophrenia is being blamed for the brutal stabbing deaths of 3 people in St. Helena Parish.
Among the victims, man, this is tough. 2 children, including a 1-year-old. Our Georgia Peck spent the day there in St. Helena trying to get some answers on this one. Hey, Georgia.
Yeah, guys, I spoke by phone today with a relative of the woman who died, and she shed some more light on the horror that unfolded in Amite Thursday afternoon.
I understand that God will never give us more than we can bear, but this is rough.
Deandra Robertson Warner's entire life changed in the span of just 24 hours. She says the suspect killed his own sister, who she identified as 40-year-old Rhonda Powell, along with his 1-year-old son and Rhonda's 10-year-old son, Braylon. They were all stabbed to death inside their home here along Sawmill Road in Amite. She claims the suspect had schizophrenia and had been taken to a hospital for treatment on Wednesday and sent home with a new medication.
she pleaded with or implored that the doctor give him the shot. It usually works. Instead, the doctor gives him a pill. They also requested, both the brother and my aunt, that they commit him and that they keep him because he was showing signs of aggression with his brother. And they didn't think it was a good idea to send him home.
But she says, unfortunately, Jones was sent home. And just half an hour after Rhonda's son got home from school, she says her family endured a tragedy that will forever scar them.
He feels like somebody's plotting against him. And then the rest is what it is. No one in that home survived because the mental health system failed him. Had he been committed, he would be where he needed to be today, and my other family members would be alive. That baby would be alive. Those babies would be alive. My cousin would be alive today. And my aunt wouldn't be trying to have the strength to bury 3 members of her family and wonder what will happen to the other one.
With so much on her heart and mind, she says it's her faith that will get her through.
On behalf of my family, I just ask for your prayers, not your judgment. We did what we needed, what we knew to do. The family did what we needed to do. We trusted the experts to do what they should have done. If that's the best that they could do, they got to try again.
The suspect is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. And as for the victims and their family, a GoFundMe is set up and to help aid in burial expenses. We'll have that link for you on our 9 News app, guys.
This series of events has highlighted the challenges families face when navigating the mental health care system. The Powell family's experience underscores the difficulties in securing adequate care for loved ones with severe mental health issues and the devastating consequences that can arise when those needs are not met. Ryant Jones had long struggled with mental health issues, with a diagnosis of schizophrenia. Family members have shared that Ryant often experienced auditory hallucinations and paranoid delusions, symptoms that became more pronounced in the period leading up to the tragedy. Despite his challenges, there were times when Ryant was described as kind-hearted and gentle, particularly during periods when his condition was managed effectively. However, in the days before the incident, Ryant's mental state reportedly took a turn for the worse. He began exhibiting aggressive behavior, and family members noted that he seemed increasingly disconnected from reality. Their attempts to secure help for him were ultimately unsuccessful, leading to the devastating events of January 9, 2025. The case of Ryant Jones has sparked discussions about the adequacy of mental health care and the systems in place to support individuals with severe mental illnesses. It raises questions about the responsibilities of medical professionals, the availability of resources for families in crisis, and the broader societal challenges associated with mental health care. What do you think? Could this tragedy have been prevented? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay safe and take care. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.